All right, guys. So the next prompt was, what is a mistake that you've made in the past, and how did you kind of learn from it? This one was probably more difficult for me than the first one, mostly because I've made so many mistakes, and that it's hard to choose one. I figured I'd go with one. It's kind of a funny story. When I was in high school, me and a bunch of my friends liked to just do the most random stuff. We would get bored really, really easily. So we would just, think of these random ideas, these crazy ideas that, seemed like they were really stupid or would never work, and we would go out and try and do them. Um, there was one idea we had my junior year of high school. We wanted to do a giant slip and slide, which we thought would be cool, but that was enough. So we were like, well, what if we put a ramp on the end of the slip and slide and jumped off the ramp into a mini pool? So we got this crazy idea in our minds, and once we thought of it, there was no going back. So we had to try it. So we spent a couple weeks in my friend's backyard. We built this really big, sturdy wooden ramp. It was about 3 feet tall, and we finally built it. We went out, we got a bunch of tarps, water, soap to get it all slick, and we went to a local park with this big hill on it. We realized that we didn't have enough speed to, get off that big 3 foot ramp. So we kind of made this little contraption where we would kind of pull people down the hill off the ramp and launch them into the mini pool, which seems like a, actually terrible idea. Especially at the beginning because we didn't have a chance to test it out at all. So this is kind of what happened on one of our first attempts here.
Oh my gosh.
So obviously that didn't go totally according to plan. That was my buddy Salil who decided to kind of take our maiden journey off of it, with people pulling him. And obviously we saw there he shot off the ramp and he went over the mini pool, which the mini pool was about 10 feet long. It's about 5 feet away from the ramp, so he got over 15 feet of distance, which is kind of crazy. We definitely didn't expect him to go that far. But I felt really bad because I was kind of one of the masterminds behind it. And he ended up getting hurt from it. But what I learned, I guess, is planning in advance. There's a couple things that went wrong there. We didn't know that we wouldn't get enough speed off the ramp. We didn't know how far to place the pool. A bunch of other stuff came up. So planning in advance. Also being able to take responsibility when, I probably should have been the one, to go off first or something like that. So definitely making sure you know what you're doing. And then taking responsibility and getting it done are probably the two biggest things I learned there.